Noor, he's 18 years old now, young man. Noor was diagnosed with CP at early age. Noor never walked or very minimum talk. He's not quite verbal, but we understand him. He have a lot of facial expressions.
He's a wonderful young man. He is always happy when I see him. He is one of the young men that is, I think, happy to come to clinic. He loves attention, and he's a wonderful person to work with.
From the first visit, Noor was laughing. Dr. Gorton made him laugh. He joked around with him, and so they became pals. So right from the beginning, it didn't take really more than for the first appointment.
So we always think of what's coming next, and we also know that young people like Noor have similar ideas about the future and want to live a life as an adult. But also the families have a lot of anxiety what's going to happen. So it's, I think, important to start early having that sort of conversation. Okay, what will happen when you turn 18? And in particular, if you are turning 17, we start to talk about how special that year is, because we're working towards a moment that the children will leave the children's hospital. I like to say that they graduate from our program to move on to the adult rehabilitation services.
He came to the room and he told Noor, he said, Noor, you're 17, next year you'll be 18, and this is a very, we have to prepare you for that year.
Noor's mom was extremely nervous about that change. And she could express that. That was helpful too. She could let me know that she was anxious about it. So then we could have a conversation about it, and I said, well, let's work on this together. Let's find a doctor who can continue the care that I trust, and see if you feel comfortable working with him before I actually say goodbye to you.
But that's the sweetest thing about him. He said, not to worry, Mom. He discussed every step of the way. He told us about the option of doctors at the regional rehab, and he mentioned names, and he said, I really am trying my best to find the right match where this doctor will follow in my steps. He comes to the hospital expecting more than just treatment.
It's a bit frightening moving from a team that you know and have been with for so long to a new team, and so that's why I think that it's so important to have this transition early before it's actually required that I take over.
Most important thing is that transition is not a last visit, but it's really a purposeful, planned movement towards transition. And that can start as young as age 14, but in particular the last year will be very focused on getting the family ready for the transition.
I think by and large the most important issue is the human aspect. The kids coming into, or now adults or almost adults, coming into a completely new environment with new people need to know and have a sense of trust.
My fear was, would they treat Noor the same way? Would they treat me the same way? Would they think of us like we're human beings? We're here for a visit, but we're a lifelong struggle.
Working with Noor and explaining the family what it is about when you leave the children's hospital and what you can expect in the adult services. Knowing that there is someone out there, another doctor and a healthcare team that can continue the care. And also giving that trust that they will be taken care of. I think that's critical.
Of course, you want to do the best that you can for each and every patient from a medical perspective, but having a patient in an ongoing relationship, you get to see them grow and you get to see them experience different things in life. It is very rewarding to be a part of their life in that way.
You know what makes you great? I know you're great in your profession, you're a great doctor, but that's not what makes you great. The greatness of you is you don't separate the human being in you from your profession. And that's where I am very thankful to Dr. Gorter, because, oh my goodness, he made it like from impossible to possible.